Hello again. Excuse me. This is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of The Second Sky, and I've had a pretty bad day. So I'm probably not going to be cracking a whole lot of jokes this time around. Not that I ever do. Just stuff. Mostly a traffic accident that I was no way at fault of, but still I'm probably going to have to pay everything for. Because construction and instructions about how construction lanes change are awful, at least in these parts of the country. What was I doing? I'm in Security Gate / North Course West, and I have... Here's where we learn about constructs not wanting to go across Ormites, which is pretty cool, I guess. Looks like I want to get a barrel across the way here onto this tile and blow up the briar so I can kill the queen. Problem is, all these constructs do this whole business. Now, I need to be able to keep ahead of the roaches, so 1 second while I do that. Actually, if I wait on the 30th turn to go invisible, it gives me a lot of extra time. Much better. Okay, hold on here. 30th turn. Well, no, I can make this work. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna keep continuing this sort of like pseudo pattern here. Okay. 30. I do not want to. I'm gonna get 2, aren't I? Interestingly. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to make this work right here. Come on, wake up. Beautiful. That should do it. I don't think I need the other ones. I'm gonna go blow up the queen now. Oops. Okay. This wasn't too hard. It was actually kind of fun. Oops. Queen dies. Pharaoh takes queen. And these two just go out like that. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Let's get this guy over. I cannot go north. Hold on a second. I must do this on this turn here. This is a secret room.
Due to the fact that constructs self-repair every 30th cycle, it is a simple mathematical proof that introducing a sufficiently large quantity of said element will render a room unconquerable.
This is all true. However, I'm going to actually back up so my sword's facing the right way. I do see a couple of hot tiles on the very edge, which will keep at least a couple at bay. Do not want them to do that. I need them to all stay in the center. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one that drops beneath there. Well, let's try this way. Let's get as many as we can sort of like sorted down here. I'm not going to have room for all of them, looks like, because this little thing said there were 32. But let's wait for the turn 30 here. Do you want to move over here? Can I convince you to step out? Yes, please. I apparently cannot. Okay, this was sort of the right idea, I believe. I don't think I want that. Well, maybe I do. Actually, I can't decide. This I definitely don't want. This song is really good. This is one of my favorite songs. This isn't going to really help things, I don't believe, because, like, well, I could probably make it work in a weird circumstance. To actually keep you, as strange as it sounds, I want you to be oops, oh crap. No. No, that's only going to go around if there's another person, so this is also wrong, but I'm getting closer to figuring it out. Man, okay, getting there. Huh. Maybe I don't want them to all fall down just yet.
Exterminate.
As in, this is actually okay. Okay. Now I just got to figure out how to get the other ones up in here, so yeah, I'll just move sides. Why not? Perfect. Okay, so now, on the 30th turn, let's say this. Perfect. Yay! Archie room cleared. You get special notifications for this. That's kind of neat. That was fun. Yeah, hooray! Okay. So we got a few rooms left. Alright, a lot of things happening here. These each open the gate. Each of these opens a separate door, except this guy's, who opens or perhaps closes this one. Alright. We've got a pretty long path here, and an eyeball, and a bomb thingy. And, okay. Where does the bomb thingy make any sense? Oh, one of them's a construct. That's interesting. So if I'm going to run through this maze, the first guy is Hugh. Second, third, fourth. Theoretic. Well, hold on. Yep, this doesn't. If I place the construct here, I could technically use it to run down as well if I need to buy some extra like formation fuel. I can't have them all up and be, well, no, I could. Let's start experimenting. Whoops, not you. Interesting. How am I going to get these guys even in here? Okay. So you hold down this one. Let's just keep this sort of going. Oops, I need you to be... You hold down that one. Third guy holds down... Ah, I see. These are actually closing these doors, so I'm going to need them to all go away. The bomb can only destroy 3 of them. Because, yeah, there's no way to make the bomb destroy the rest. So it makes sense to have these 3 be the... Technically the bomb can... That's interesting. What triggers these? Ah, okay. So, that's also bizarre. So when I cross this threshold, I won't be able to put the bomb in there because this will close, and this is the spot it needs to be. So this actually doesn't really work for the bomb either, which now I'm really confused. I do want to capture some timing here. Oh, son of a... Get back up here. Yes, that's fine. Just chillax for a second. Alright. I still want to figure this out. This can't be the right solution because I can't get the... I'm pretty sure I can't get... Unless... No, well... Okay, let's just... It really depends on how long it takes me to. Let me go like... Okay. I don't have enough time. I'm pretty sure I can't do that better. Well, let's find out. Nope. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna make that work. Which means you are in the wrong spot, and I have been thinking about this wrong the entire time. They will push a single thing, so I can't like block them off with a single. They'll push this cake, so I can't block them off with that. It still seems like I need to blow something up. Very strange. Okay. So I'm going to start stating things until they start making contradictions to myself. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects to use as weights. I guess I don't technically need all of my guys here. I can... One thing I can do is kill the... Well, that doesn't really save me any turns. Not really. Alright, so I can't... Once this... If I use the weight here... Sorry, the weight, the keg on one of these. Once this will close to the outside, so I can't push from the outside either. So that takes some of the fun out of that. The only thing I'm going to be able to push is in this direction. So I don't know where. Okay, let's say if I have to take every. Oh, man. So okay, what that means is I can't use the keg as a weight because I'll never be able to get it off of there ever once I close the gate. If I go through here and try to leave, that's not going to work anymore. That's actually not true. If something pushes the keg off before I ever get to there, like a construct, then I could pull it off. But I can't get through this maze very fast. I need a few more turns than I actually have. I'm pretty sure the only thing that kind of makes sense is this little motion here. Alright, I'm going to go on an assumption. Oops, and I just have to live with this one. That this spot is going to just have a golem on it. And maybe even this spot. Because at least these two, because this one I'm not sure about. These two have to, because... No, they don't have to. I'm just thinking they do. Okay. This guy technically has a path to move from here down now. So let's oops, leave the last... Actually, will this work if I just go for it now? So I can make it... Okay, so I can make it to that first one by the time he leaves. But not... He's gonna get himself killed right there. Okay. Let's try this. Ah, this will work. Okay, that little plan works. I have a sneaking suspicion that killing the eye is a bad idea. So let's just do this. I can always kill him later, but it gives me some wiggle room. So now the problem is I don't have anything. I need to... Okay, if this mechanic works, I can... I could push the... Let me try something. Oops, not that. I'm gonna leave you up there for now until I know exactly what I'm doing. I could probably convince... Let's try something here. Let's try something else. Let's try here. And you... So I can actually be like right here and have it be okay. No, you're gonna push it into that spot now. Oh, son of a... Okay, so this isn't gonna work, is it? So close, and yet just not quite. Well, hold on. Let's do it from the other side then. Maybe that'll work. This is a tough puzzle. Come here. No, you're just gonna have too much fun there, aren't you? You know, this... Let's back up here. I have a thought. Oops. That other way would have worked. Absolutely, totally, 100% would have worked if it was right here where I put the last guy. Hold on. Plans. Right there. Oops. Now, same basic idea. Come back over here. Okay. Because now, when he pushes the cake, he'll just stop there, and then everything will die. What a weird puzzle. I think this is okay. Did I completely... Wait, no. Ah. So yeah, I gotta keep him moving. Oops. There we go. Now, I definitely want him alive. So that, because now I don't have any of the other golems to feed that problem. In fact, I need to get this sort of in position now. Same basic concept again. And now the eyeball can die on this. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Oh, that was weird. That was such a weird... Whatever. Okay, that was actually really good, but really hard. Like, I don't know, that took me a long time to figure out. Alright, let's go back down to the south here, since I'm not done with this level. I see at least one more room and this other awkward little space. Oops. Is it down here that I got this direction? Yes. Okay, so that guy dies there. How did I not notice this before? I can just kind of go through here.
Decoy. The eyes are unreachable without dropping the trapdoors, which would trap the delver. Hence, he is forced to use the decoys to kill them.
Okay.
However, there are only 3 decoy potions.
Okay.
The addition of the eye behind the red door forces the delver to open all the yellow doors. To do this, he must utilize both mirrors, so these cannot be used to help him either.
Okay, so I think I understand the basic concept. Assuming this is the same thing? Alright. So most of the time... Oh boy, this is interesting. I can totally make, I believe... If I have one of these, like something like this happen, and then he'll... Okay, so that's how I use that in general. So I can kill all the eyes, no sweat there. Then I can't open the gates to drop the other trapdoors. Which means that I need to use something else to drop this other gate. Which I'm assuming is an eyeball. So let's try that. I mean, that's just logic, right? Oh, whoops, I did this wrong. No, I can do it this way. Well, is that what I want to have happen? I believe so. He comes out. Is there a way I could convince one of these eyeballs to go? Ah, so that's what these at the edge are for. I have no idea how I'm going to pull this off like I want to, but okay, first off, I see something I can do right away. Nope, shut up. I need to use this other mirror for this side, I believe. So it's so that it's this eyeball that comes out. Can I use the... Here we go. This will help. So just go for the vertical preference. Perfect. Alright. I think this is the answer. I have everything open now. Oh, he needs to stay there, okay. Okay, that wasn't bad. I see a secret door here. I assume this will kill the rock golem. Can't do it this way though. Can I just blow this up? Alright. Ooh, there's a second one.
Fewer decoys. Okay, fine. 2 potions then.
Alright, this looks identical, except this time the mirrors have at least changed position, so I can get a mirror on there and off as far as I can tell. I can just do like that. So that's fine. I can use the other one then. This actually looks easier than the last room was in terms of like just general convolution. Is that true? No, I definitely need to do it this way. But how do I get my mirror back is my new question. Hold on, I still might have to use like one mirror, but 1 second. Not all at the same time, I guess. Let's try this general strategy again. Except this, okay. Alright then, let's reverse these two. Get my mirror back and put it in the other one. Oops. Okay. Ooh, but this leads to a different problem in that I don't have anything over here in which to... Okay. Do I have anywhere else to hide you at the moment? Because if I get the mirror back, I might be able to pull this off. Now that he's out there? But, alright. Wow, this is a tough one. At least it feels tough. I'm gonna leave this one for now.
Okay, fine.
Since it's a secret room. I'll think about it later. It's a pretty interesting idea, but definitely it's harder than I thought it'd be. Do I? Okay. I was like, there's no way out unless those are force arrow there, so I'm just kind of guessed. Let's go this way. Now I can not necessarily. There we go. Solves that mystery. So do I go back through?
The addition of the eye behind.
That was a really cool room. We can go this way, right? Oh, I'm not done yet. I still have one more little area to do. I was not paying attention. Is there any way, like, over into this area? Because I was having a hard time with that one last time. Guess not. This seemed very confusing to me. Alright, so there's no secret door thingamagums here. Just this toggles and toggles again. It's almost as if I can't lead him down into the spikes. That doesn't make any sense. And nothing opens these back up. I don't see any other. Okay, that's actually probably it. I can do this at the very least. And lead him down and around. So did I just mess it up, or? Let's see here. There's like this weird secret wall over here. Does this mean something? I'm just not aware of. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is not the way to do this one. Ah, I can save a turn perhaps right here though. Because now I saved myself one whole turn. There we go. I hope that wasn't unintended, but it kind of felt like it. Ooh, I have a pickaxe. The Ironk is a force of constance. It's as if it emanates from her. Our laws and understandings, the very weft that holds our world together. This might extend a logic to what is and what is not. It all comes from that sleeping child, and we have no idea why. Foreshadowing, foreshadowing, foreshadowing on... Okay, so if I remember right from the Elemental Showcase, I can, like, murder piles of constructs if if I felt like it, I can do this, which is pretty awesome. That's not what I need to do. Alright, so if I step here, this will free the roach, close my door, open this one. Looks like this is the last move I make, is I have to guide the roach probably across here to open this door for but a second. Killing the eye will release this thingy and allowing me to kill the roach probably here, since I'll be trapped up here. So I get to build a wall of constructs. And that's great. Oh hey, that worked. Okay, how many do I need? Probably not that many. Hopefully not all of them. I'm gonna see if I can get away with not having all of them. Okay, I need one here as well. I don't believe let's see if I can get away with just this number. Ooh, wait, no, I can't. Hold on. Back up, back up, back up. I think I need two here. One of them has to be alive right there, though. That doesn't make any sense, because then I can't kill... I can push him, so I can do this. So maybe that's how I do it, is... And then see if I can go really fast. Not quite fast enough there. Can I just do this? No. Okay, that was much easier. Okay, that wasn't bad. Just make a line. Is that it? Did I make it? Ooh, I have. Onward and onward. The security gates, that was a really, truly excellent level. Now, if I recall, the exit was down here in that little alcove that I overlooked before. Oops. So I guess that's cool. Yep, right down there. Or something. I gotta go around to do this, don't I?
The addition of the eye.
Is this technically kind of the secret room? I don't even know. Alright. And what would such a force of purity and unwavering reliability look like? What is more utterly unexpected, or utterly expected, unchanged, unspoiled than an infant that sleeps? Oh, and when it wakes, disaster follows in its wake. Watch you forgive me, I'm breaking into metaphor. Well, I'll talk more about all this later. I don't really feel like it right now. I did not take 2.5 hours on this, but that's okay. The living walls, the very tip of Sun Island.
There are only theories about this place, these living walls. It is sacred under all working definitions of sacred, be it the surfacer's curious ideas of spiritualism, or within our empire's empiricism and science. This is a place that makes the blood course through the veins of all ideas of purpose. Here holds the heart of the world, the blood of law, the mother of everything you see. Inside this house, she waits, dreaming.
How do you know any of that?
Well, I don't, actually. But wouldn't it be really neat?
So, this is my take on, like, unreliable narration, where anything can be sort of trumped up. This is also a Lovecraftian reference, which is sort of a play on what the pit thing sort of comes across as, but don't worry about that. But well, what is and is not metaphor versus truth and reality and how we interpret things, it all gets weird at this point. Very weird. So weird that it inspired me to write half of the little Nth Analyst's text that you have been seeing floating around. This is just a claim. It's just an idea. We don't know anything. Like, knowledge is... It's weird to, like, fully comprehend something, especially this thing that emanates, like, a centrality, but there's a difference between knowing that something... what something behaves like and why something behaves like. That's the difference between, like, physics and... Well, okay, it's the fundamentals and the why. As you, like, the small child... The why, the why, the why. Like, well, why? Well, why? Well, why? And eventually you get into this, like, absurd reduction of it just is at some point. Something had to make manifest. And in this particular world, there is signal and there is variation. And they emanate from a point and fan outwards. And they're represented by these two sides of the same coin. This Ironk and this pit thing. And we have reached this point when we've dealt with sort of the chaos and been away from this point. But this thing, this is the counterbalance, the sort of root that holds this whole everything together, the core, I don't know, central idea. And a lot of people are not. Some people have a problem with this sort of plot line because it's unexpected. It wasn't hinted at necessarily, but yet it was. It really was. The term Ironk has been around a very long time, and the turning has to happen. But why? Why does the turning have to happen? What does it matter? Like, in order to explore these themes of, like, fatalism and loss that are about to happen because of the turning, I've seen this scene before. Is it just something the world does? No one would have been happy with that either. Is it something that's going to be the result of a bad science experiment? No one would have been happy with that either, because that would have precluded the point of like why we need holds and why we need to be collecting people. It can't be something that's instigated. Why would the Empire care or do that? It has to be something unstoppable. And when you have something that's this constant unstoppable force that no one can do anything about except perhaps maybe cause early, there is no explanation in the world that's going to be satisfying. But this was Eric's idea. There was this thing in the pits, this giant thing, and there has to be maybe something else. And what beautiful symmetry that this world of logic and science and all of the rooted things that come with that, because the rooted hold is sort of a double entendre. It's rooted because it had to go underground from before, and it comes from the roots and has to hold on, and rooted as in it seeks these things, these knowledge and things that to cling to. And then you have the people on the surface who are like just expressions of the rest. These things sort of oppose each other but don't have to, and they work better when they work together. I don't know. There's more themes there, but I'll get to them later. I should just keep going. From this point, go in peace. This is the Living Walls area.
No, it's you! Hurry up, men. It's him. You fool. I told you, don't disturb the walls.
Oh, whoops. So,
Sorry, boss. I got distracted.
The point of the Living Walls here is a little mini-game where you're not supposed to touch the walls. Because, I think it was T.F. Murphy, or maybe Nuntar I forget, who described that, well, when you see the Ironk,
just in time, too.
There's this, oops. This is perhaps kind of like a womb, which is a weird idea to think about, but it's not a bad one either. Oops, I need to get around this thing. I'm assuming, yeah, you open up all of these things, so I absolutely need to get around this barrel. 1 second. I'll just do this. Did I hit that twice on accident? I did. Yeah, this is like a womb, which is sort of representative of kind of what it houses, but this world is strange. Let's turn around here. Oops. Don't think I need to do that anymore. Oops. Dun, dun. Wish there were more puzzles like this, but alas, it ends.
Hello, Guardian. I have arrived. I am former First Archivist.
No, don't let him in. He's a jerk.
Into Netlicant Pharaohs. I come for knowledge. My quest is...
Denied. You did not respect the rules of this place.
Now that's just rude.
It's very, very, very important that I get inside. Knowledge is...
Entrance is denied. I will not change my decision.
So there's not a whole lot of question that the security gates were primarily built by perhaps early empire of the current age. As for this door, that's a different story. It kind of has an odd technology and style to it that doesn't seem to follow the current empire
I'd like
as
to go
nice.
inside.
Your entrance is acceptable.
It's kind of goofy.
Well, I don't see how I can go in. It's still all blocked off.
Your entrance is acceptable. But the other visitor who broke the rules can't come in.
What a
If
jerk.
I open the door when he's standing right there, then he could get in too.
What a very pragmatic door.
Alright, so he let me in, but not you.
I heard.
Well, I've got a plan on how we can both get inside.
Why would you want me to go inside?
I can't go in without your help. You can't go in without mine. We have to work together.
Tell me your plan.
It's simple. Send your crew off to the other side, far away from the gate. That will calm our friend down.
This is totally going to
So
work.
irritated after what they did. As for you, Mr. A1, you stand off to one side away from the door and give
Is
me
Mr.
some room.
A
and know that the
question
Guardian
mark?
will open the gate for me. Then you come running up and slip in behind me. I've done this kind of thing millions of times. The old coattail scramble, I call it.
Ah, I like it. Guardsmen,
So gullible.
head back south now and stay there until called. But where should I stand?
Someplace close to the door where the Guardian can't see you. I'll go to the point where you should wait and call to you once I reach the spot. Then when the door opens, we'll run in together.
Fool the Guardian! Giant purple text thing. So... do I have to hit the button
No,
here?
the Guardian would see me there.
The Guardian won't see you here.
A perfect spot.
Guardian, I'd like to enter.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video right here. No, let's keep going. It's going to just go
Wait
long, I'm
for
sorry.
me.
Oh!
Entrance denied. You had to know I wasn't going to let you in. Keeping the wrong people out is my whole job. And just for the record, I heard you two whispering over there too.
There is a brother with 1,000 tears, from 1,000 eyes for 1,000 years. There is a sister who holds the world inside her dreams, inside her fears. There is a brother who waits alone. She never wakes, she is as stone. Outside her dreams she turns the world. She holds a pillar of ash and bone.
Beautifully narrated by Nuntar. This is a poem. This was actually alluded to in one of the little analysts thing that's also called The Signal and the Noise. The theme, the variation, whatever. There's lots of names for this poem. I just decided on siblings at the end. It's pretty obvious what it's talking about. There is a brother with 1,000 tears from 1,000 eyes for 1,000 years. The pit thing. There's a sister who holds the world inside her dreams, inside her fears, a thing inside here. He waits. Now this is sort of key here. He waits alone, because she's sleeping. But when she wakes, she turns the world, and from her just wrecks destruction, because that's just what she does, with perfect regularity. I don't know if I want to talk about this just yet. I don't know. We'll see.
Wow, it's a big baby.
That is a big baby.
Hey, can you hear me? Can I talk to you? Hello?
What a neat little
Wake
song.
up!
Nope, too busy sleeping.
Maybe if I give it a little nudge, I won't hurt it or anything.
Oh, Pharaoh child. Come on now. Come on. It's gonna be okay. Come on.
What? It's too early.
What
Sorry,
interesting
Wouldn't
narration.
want to wake you, but it's important.
My sleep is more than sleep. I work here patiently. All life on this world depends on me.
That's why I'm here. About the turning. I had to hurry.
You might have waited. I would have woke in 98 days' time.
I apologize, but I have to know more about the turning. I have to know.
It's hard to explain, and I'm so tired. You can see it for yourself in 98 days.
I think it might be too late if I waited until then.
Waiting is easy. Waiting is mostly all I do. I'm very good at it.
You're a
I'm
giant
not
baby.
so good at it, but I'm guessing you can wait years at a time.
10 millennia at a time.
That's a couple.
If I wait too long, I just get old and die.
Then there is just more waiting after that, I think.
Eric's
Died
input
before?
about the afterlife.
No, probably not. I don't think I've ever died.
But what do you have to do with the turning?
I said waiting is mostly all I do, but the other thing I do is turn.
So when you turn, that's the turning?
It's a turning at least. I suppose it's a significant thing from your point of view.
Well, what
Small,
happens then?
infinitesimal,
I'm
tiny
named
bits
now
of
on my
time.
right side. I have been for the better part of 10 millennia. Soon, I'll turn onto my left side. That will feel so good.
What happens after you turn to the other side?
I fall back asleep for another 10 millennia. It's very nice.
And the skies?
Yes, my dream would dwell on the other.
And does that make them switch?
Switch? I see.
This is very like the never-ending story and Moonchildy.
Can you, just not do that?
Can't quite put my finger on what I'm feeling right now.
We don't want the skies to switch around. We won't be able to live that way.
Then you just have to wait. It will change back again someday.
This is really neat.
Actually very tempting to turn
This was well narrated.
now that you've woken me up.
No, please no, don't turn yet.
But it would be so comfortable.
You'll feel better if you turn at the right time.
Ah. Then let me go back to sleep. You have no idea how tired I am.
Wait, we'll all die.
This existence may seem like a closed system, but it's not.
A clue. Lots to talk about here. I should leave. Yes, this unstoppable force in the universe. It's sort of this. It's definitely got some religious subtext here, where God created the world in His image, sort of stuff going on. The Pharaoh child creates the world in her dream, and why not? It's mystical and magical, and perhaps it's the reason why it's in the shape of a piece of pie. Although I'm slightly miffed that this isn't quite 45 degrees. That's just a thing, right? Because it can't be really an eighth in this. Well, never mind. But her dream is a projection of like a vision outward from her. And the further away things are from her close-up vision, the blurrier things get, and variance takes over. It's not like real vision since it's her dream, but she just imagines what there is. And when she wakes and turns, well, this is just how the world simply is. It's rooted in these concepts that don't necessarily need a reason or why, any more than the eighth needs to be a piece of pie. It's unknowable and strange and bizarre, just as strange as what you're seeing here. But you see that yeah, she's a giant baby and that's weird, but it's the exact opposite of what the pit thing represents. He's this tangled mess of interconnectedness and indiscernible from humanity, where she's practically projecting. Her and Beethor, aren't the same looking. She's just a child, but he's human in the sense that eight things can be human, and she looks like a human in the sense that things can be human-esque. She doesn't look Vatborn. She looks like a beginning, like something that hasn't been subject to variation and mutation, which is why she looks like the way she does. She's a representation of the signal, the fundamental, the DNA before growth and change occurs, where the pit thing is that taken to an extreme. And together they represent what makes life diverse and pretty. They just have to work together, and well, they work together in the way that they kind of do. They're sort of representative of this theme of you need both, which I've been talking about and has been talked about for a while, and Beethro kind of alluded to that just because you don't know why something happens doesn't mean it doesn't, and isn't some form of knowledge. But knowing why is often an unobtainable goal. It's like a series. It's very easy, or not like a mathematical series. It's very easy to tell if something diverges or converges, but it's often very difficult to tell what it diverges or converges to. But it doesn't mean we can't use this. More mathematical undertones here that I could throw at you, but let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about this anymore. This was in the original script, and we worked with it around like the whole time travel thing. Like she's emanates the gravity comes from hers. That's why time happens, and why if she's a signal of centrality and variance, pull and time and all these laws of physics emanate straight from this dream. It's just what she's thinking is useful at the time, and who knows the consequences of that. But just like in our present world, we have no idea why the laws of physics are the way they are. We have no idea why the Pharaoh child dreams the laws of this world the way they are. It's just that she does, and here it is, made manifest in a slightly bizarre way. Anyway, I'm leaving.
Oh, it's you again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, what did the Pharaoh child say?
Pharaoh child?
The creature past the gateway at Netherkemp Pharaoh's.
Oh, that Pharaoh child. We talked about a few things, and then she went back to sleep.
Did she turn? It's very important. Did she turn?
I mean...
Nope, she stayed on her side, snoozing away.
Oh, then that's it. The patrons will have their way.
Patrons? What will happen with those guys?
I
the
wanted
ones
into
Hoffa's
the
working
Pharaoh
for.
child so I could get her to turn early.
Too bad I was around, right?
What a
Without
jerk,
my
Beethro.
slayers, without my auntlets, that was the only way remaining. I could have thwarted the patron's orderly schedule. An early turning would have cleared the service of you noisemakers.
I don't understand how the patrons fit into this, but I'm glad you didn't get in.
Well,
Yeah.
blame you. I blame myself. That doesn't matter now.
What are you going to do with your 98 days?
Go to the beach.
I suppose I'll make preparations to emerge on the new surface. The Empire won't be itself afterwards, you know. It's not robust and self-aware
I don't
enough
know
to
about
get
that.
through the turning unscathed. They will give the post-turning effort a name like restructuring or secondizing or
What a
something.
terrible name.
They always give good names to things.
No, that's a terrible name.
But it will just be a mash of randomness with no reason to it.
You don't like random.
I hate it. I'll escape the horrible dice rolling and emerge on the empty surface. A new man in a new world.
You
And then
go, girl.
And then what? And then what? You're waiting for me to say I'll give up my mission to bring the world to order. Maybe take up pottery or boat building instead.
Yes, those are
You'd
great
like that, wouldn't you?
things.
I'll be around for
Nothing
centuries,
wrong
old
with
friend.
pottery.
And my resources, though scattered and dormant, are considerable.
Is this setting up for the
After
next
you're
game?
dead and dust, I will still be a force in the world.
No,
I'd
that's
say
just...
best of luck to you, but honestly, I hope you fall
Why
down.
don't you just kill him, Beethro?
Likewise,
You've not
Delver,
any
don't
problem killing
count
anyone
me
up to this
among your
point.
well wishers.
Alright, take care. I mean, don't take care. Trip and fall and break your ankle.
May
One
you
moment
grow
of
old,
compassion.
fade into obscurity, and on your dying day,
It's like the Fifth
revisit
Element
a
when that priest guy
thousand
saves that
regrets.
bad guy from the
And
cherry
you
pit
can
he's
choke
choking on.
oyster bone.
May
Or a
everyone
Horsterbone.
you have ever met learn to despise you and utter your name as a curse after an unexpected injury.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, you can...
May you own a small dog and love him dearly for many years,
Whoa.
until one day he bites you viciously while you are sleeping and runs
Oh
away.
man, this is
That was
just
just too harsh.
that was wow. That's pretty rude right there. I gotta tell you. All right.
The turning. It trumps everything.
It
I thought
does.
I'd be fighting some war with the archivists. But old A1 is skittering off to be crazy somewhere else. He's leaving me no army to defend against. That would have been simpler. A good old-fashioned war. Even when people die in wars, they still got to fight. They still got to try. And if you die fighting, it's bad, but you die knowing you were a hero in the end. There's no enemy now. The turning is just
really
a big
like
crazy
a
thing
thing?
that happens.
I don't think that's right. So it looks like I need to go... I mean, I guess I can just hit the walls now and no one cares, so whatever. Yeah, take that, Fairchild!
I was worried it ran the whole show, that it knew and did everything, like the mothingness would swallow us all. And now I see that it was so far from it. The Empire couldn't tie its own shoe. It's too big, like a man so fat he can't reach his toes. Hasn't seen them in years, forgot he even has them. I know a bit about what's going on now. Enough to stop worrying about everything else and get a fix on this king-sized problem.
Yep. So this was exploring the theme of fatalism. Sometimes you just have to deal with catastrophe, and that's what's about to happen here. And Beetho can do nothing about it.
What to do about it? Is there anything to do about it? I always
Probably
assumed
not.
there was something useful to do. Maybe all that's left is to be ready for the worst. Nope, I'm not gonna ask you anything, because some bad thing I don't know about might happen. Right now, I don't have any questions except what I should do next. And what sort of question is that to ask? You tell me what to do because I can't think it through anymore?
That's right.
No, I won't do that. If anybody's gonna be in charge of what I
Way
do
to take
next,
hold of your
it'll be
own
me.
destiny, Beethro.
I'll go talk to the patrons. They claim to be looking out for me and the rest of the surfaces before.
That's right, and
They
Half
were
is working
against
for them.
K1's kill everybody plan. Got 98 days left. I can kill 1 or 2 days tracking down P1 for a talk, and have plenty to spare.
That's
Well,
right.
Maybe that's not plenty.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Sporific Savior? Alright, I did it. Going on my train.
Delving, plumbing the depths of time and journeying across the 8th, I had finally reached Nethlakempt Pharaohs, and there learned a disappointing truth. The turning could not be stopped. Less than 4 months to
turning.
prepare for an event that had toppled civilizations time and again.
That's right. We've seen some of that. Technology gets buried and tossed around.
As fast as the Empire's rapid collection system was, trying to save every surface nation of the 8th myself was out of the question.
Yep,
Such
probably a bad
task
idea.
would take a lifetime, and I'd never be sure I'd found everyone.
How are you going to do it, Beethro? How are you going to do it?
I was going to need help. I needed some kind of plan. A1 had suggested the patrons had just such a plan, so it was back to Rooted Hold to see if I could be of any help.
Alright, let's do it. Come on, train. Ooh, Chapter 9, Clarity. We're sipping right along. Choose a destination. Oh, at the dreaded rapid fortification. Here you are. I've heard nothing but awful things about this place.
So here's what happened. 5th Archivist told 3rd Archivist that 1st Archivist was going around harassing First Slayer, who
That's
7th
me.
Speculator claims might not even be Vatborn. And 1st Archivist isn't exactly discreet. So
We know
8th
that
Listener
guy.
heard 1st Patron, along with
He does like
18th
to boast.
Architect, handling this by making a deal to accelerate our plans to migrate the surfacers underground. And then 2nd Fact Checker learned that the 18th Architect is actually related
is
to
Half.
First Slayer in that unspeakable way that non-Vatborn can be related,
Sex.
and that they might be in cahoots. But Ninth
What?
Patron may have let it slip that they might not be on excellent terms right now, and he frequently hears
Because
18th
Beethro likes to
Architect
murder
talking to a
things.
hole in the ground and is probably full-on crazy. But this doesn't explain why First Slayer
That's
can
Beethro.
just be old chummy with our train, which
That's the
everyone
RCS.
from 3rd to 407th Gossiper has reportedly reported, and 14th Alarm Ringer got wind of this, and, alarmed by the news, began ringing every alarm in Rooted Hold. And pragmatic as ever, 1st Defense Coordinator hears alarms and, wanting to set a good example of what a defense coordinator does when he hears alarms, built a bunch of defenses because, well, we had no idea what was going on. It's called being circumspect.
So, I like how this is slightly extracted from the future because it's a very present take on something. Because the rise and fall of agile communication, currently in proof editing, this is not something from the past like most of the other pieces have been. It's like maybe slightly in the future. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I really liked that writing. It was fun. It was fun to write that. Only 95 days. I don't have any time. Okay, I'm going to stop here. This has been your host, Pearls. We've got work to do in this game, but I will see you all next time. Goodbye.